Welcome to the last topic of the week for your virtual lessons. Please make sure you have your blue notes. We're going to be filling out parts of the second side, kiddos. So you're going to want to turn them over, and it should look like this at the top. Introduction to what we call absolute value notes. Absolute value sounds fancy, but it is a very simple concept. You may have heard that before, and we're not going to spend a ton of time on it this year, but we are going to use it a little bit in our calculations. So let's get into what that means. Follow along with me. It says the absolute value of an integer is the distance, that number. So distance, that number is from 0 on the number line. And I have in parentheses there, just think of it as the number of steps away from 0. All you have to do is count the number of steps a number is from 0. That is all there is to it. Absolute value just wants to know, what is the true value of that number? How far away from 0 is that number? One thing you do have to realize is distance, my darlings. Distance is always positive. If you are walking a distance from your house to your friends, do you ever walk negative feet or negative miles? No, distance is always positive. So therefore, if distance is positive, then absolute value has to always be positive, because absolute value means distance. So no matter what absolute value you're calculating, you will always have a positive result. So let's take a look at my number line. I do not have them filled in. I'm going to call this 0, of course, and we're going to use the number 14. So we're going to put 14 there, and then down here on the other side of 0 would be negative 14. So negative 14 and positive 14 are the same distance away from 0. If I had little lines here and I counted them and I took steps from negative 14 to 0, it would be 14 steps that I would be taking. If I went from positive 14 to 0, it would be 14 steps that I would be taking. So this notation up here is telling me exactly that. These up and down lines mean absolute value. So I'm going to just put a little note up here. Absolute value, we show it with those two up and down lines. They're like, think of them kind of like goalposts. So this says the absolute value of 14 is equal to the absolute value of negative 14. Why? Because they both equal 14. Both numbers, negative 14 and positive 14, are 14 steps away from 0. And remember, we said our answer is always going to be positive because it's just distance. So we're just going to do these 4 problems together. And as I go through, make sure you're writing them down and understanding. I read this number 1 as the absolute value of negative 8. And how do I know that? Because I've got those 2 lines up and down surrounding the negative 8. So if you picture a number line, you need to ask yourself, how many steps away from 0 is that negative 8? What is the distance from 0 that negative 8 is? And the answer, positive 8. It's 8 steps away from 0. That's all there is to it. Now on to number 2. So if you look at number 2, we're saying the absolute value of 5, because the 5 is surrounded by those absolute value symbol. So the absolute value of 5 is positive 5. Why? Because 5 is 5 steps away from 0. Some kiddos would be tempted to put a negative 5 as our answer, and that is not right, because remember, distance is never negative. Absolute value answers will always be positive. Number 3, the absolute value of 15 is 15. It's 15 steps away from 0. And number 4, the absolute value of negative 13 is 13, because negative 13 is 13 steps away from 0. We are not going to talk about numbers 5 through 10 today. If you would like to try them, you are more than welcome to. I'll probably mention them or go over them quickly in class. But we're going to skip on down to the bottom of your notes where it says opposites and just finish that up before we're done today. So make sure you're following along at the bottom with me. We're going to talk about what opposites mean in math, and you probably already know what opposites mean. It's a very easy concept, very simple. They are what numbers are the same distance from zero, but on different sides of zero on a number line. So for instance, if I'm talking about 3, the opposite of 3 is -3. If I'm talking about -26, the opposite of -26 is +26. So that's an extremely easy concept. You probably already knew that. The new part is how we're going to show that we're talking about an opposite on our math papers. So I'm going to show you down here, we are going to use a negative sign to let each other know that we're talking about the opposite of an integer, the opposite of a number. This right here is asking us for the opposite of 6, which you already know is -6. But to show that that's what we're looking for, we're going to use a negative sign on the outside of parentheses. So listen very carefully. It's an extremely easy concept, but you have to have an understanding, and it needs to be automatic when you see it. So if I take this negative on the outside, what I'm saying or what its job is to say, hey, whatever's on the inside, turn to your opposite. So that negative says, hey, -6, turn to your opposite, and that is actually -6. So what if in the next one I want the opposite of -15? Well, here's -15, and if I want to show the opposite of that, remember, I need a negative on the outside of parentheses, because this negative is saying, hey, -15, turn to your opposite. So the opposite of -15 is +15. And that is all there is to it. Just remember, a negative on the outside turns whatever's on the inside to its opposite.